So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret, in Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag, from catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show. Oh yeah, she's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show. Oh yeah, she's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Hey everybody, hey guys, hello. Got some stuff on my shirt. Got some lint balls for my jacket. Hey good people. I be wearing my turtlenecks now. Hey guys. All right, let me go ahead and get started because I'm not gonna be here all night with you guys. You said I look nice? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You look pretty in green. Thank you. Oh, y'all just be like making your girl feel so good, y'all. Look, I'm still trying to let this hair of mine grow. Oh, Jesus, it's a tough thing letting this hair grow. I see y'all like hair, don't y'all? I see that, huh? Lemonade. I get so many compliments now because of my hair. I got hair. But anyway, hey Laura. Laura, thank you, y'all. Thank you. Yes, Hylton. Oh. Okay. Let me start off by saying hello, guys. Let me tell you, today was a day from hell for Infamous channel. Let me tell you why. This past week on Friday, you know, the room that we're in, that's in for the media, is the judges' cafeteria chamber where they eat their lunch, right? It's not their lunch. It's like a kind of cafeteria. It belongs to the judges, right? The judges have their meetings there and stuff like that. So this past week they had their Thanksgiving dinner celebration. So, you know, because the media, we keep all of our equipment inside of there, right? And they use that table to get everything, you know, to eat at the table. Let me tell you, they took all of our stuff and just like threw it in the corner, and I couldn't get my stuff together. I could not get my connection right. I couldn't get nothing. That's why I had so much problem. Okay, I had so much problem trying to get my stuff connected. Hopefully tomorrow, I'll be set, because it seemed like it started working at the end. Then I had so many people inside the room, because all the media people came back. All the ones that have not been around, they came back because they want the whole they want to cover the end. You know, everybody wants to talk about what happened. But anyway, that's what happened to us today. That's why, and I just got frustrated at the end. And then at the end, since they were leaving it so late, the deputy told me that he didn't have anybody working late, so therefore I had to shut my my YouTube down. It's just been so terrible, and it's all because of haters, right? Ever since that Courtney tick got me jacked up, and they kicked me out, I've been having so much problem. Just drama. But this too shall pass. It's almost over. It's almost over. They did the closing argument today, and it's almost over. We don't have to go through this. We don't have to go through this no more. Okay. But hey, okay. I wanted to tell you guys. You guys saw the closing remark. How do you think Char did? What do you think Char did? How do you think? Well, let's talk about Christian Atkins. How do you think he did? How do you think Christian Atkins did? Are you doing the next 12? New Rule 22 from a court. You know what, Cooper? I don't even know. I've gotten such a sour taste in my mouth with all the folks of the stuff that these people haters have done. I don't know. I have to pray about it. I have to pray about it because I'm uh, I'm just. Let's not talk about that because I don't want to. You said blah 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 blah. You talk about me saying doing blah 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 blah. Or you talk about Mr. Atkins. You would move on. Atkins was okay. Max did great. Chard brought home, in my opinion. Elementary, he was bad and stuttering, and I got tired of seeing his arms up like he was being robbed. You're over it. I am, Leo. Did your mouth drop? They all came. Did your mouth drop? They all came in red. Did your mouth drop when they all came in? No. You talk about that. No, because let me tell you something. I am very, very familiar with that whole concept of attorneys wearing red because that is supposed to be verdict red, right? That is what it's for. It usually happens when they're waiting for a verdict, but they decide to wear it now. I don't know why, but that's what they usually do. That a verdict red. It's common. It's common. That's what it's for. Okay. You said it was ghetto. Okay, let me just tell you. Okay. As far as the jurors, y'all, the jurors were I did write notes. And as always, I don't have my notes with me. I'm prepared as usual. Oh, how you know Natasha? Natasha said why Simone hugged Drink's mom crying. They played them like, how you know, Natasha? You must have been there. You know I was about to tell you about that, right? Natasha, you were in there, weren't you? You were in there. You must have seen it. Oh, somebody told you about it. You were in there? I was waiting for Natasha's comment. No, I wish I was. Oh, you saw it on X. Okay. I was like, you were in there, huh? Yes, she was hugging Drink's family and she started crying. She started crying. Yes, she started crying. You just she stole the my she need to come up here and give commentary because she already know it. He said it was boring. Okay. There was so many people in the court today, y'all. It was so many people. It was so many that they had to open up the overflow. It was a lot of people in there today. Y'all want me to be a little messy? Do y'all want me to be a little messy? Y'all want me to be a little messy? There was so many people in there. Okay, Katrina said, yes, I could be messy. Well, Mr. Stillwell Jackson, he had 3 of his women there today. He had 3 women there. His esposa, his ex, and his ex. Su esposa, his ex, and his ex were all there today. Yes, Nutt's family was there. All the family had Nutt's mother and Nutt's father was there. Nutt's stepmother was there. The Drinks were there. The Drinks' mother, the sister, and I think it was the aunt, not the aunt that I know. And then I think a brother was there. He was there, and they were all they were. I mean, the place was packed. We had so many news people there. They didn't have enough seating. They didn't have that, so they all went to the overflow. There was so many folks there today. It was a lot. It was a lot. I felt really bad for the families. My heart goes out to them. Nutt's mom, she's very, very, very sensitive. She's very emotional, and you can hear her talking behind. She was sitting behind me, and you can hear her, giving her commentary while Hylton was talking. She definitely is a fan of Hylton's. She's definitely a cheerleader of Hylton, and she believes everything that they say. So she was there. She was when she talked about certain incidents, and especially when they were talking about the Drinks thing, she was agreeing with Hylton. And as soon as they start talking about her son, Nutt, she started crying again. She started crying. And it was a lot of chatter coming from her. A lot of chatter. The Drinks family, they're very quiet, very easygoing. They're very I would say kind. They very friendly. You can tell that they're hurting. They're hurting, and you can tell that they're not shifting the blame on anyone. They just want justice for Shamel, right? They want justice for him, and they're not doing that extra stuff. You know what I mean? The extra stuff. You want my personal take of the closing? Can I reserve that to the end when I get ready to get off? Because I'll give you my and this is based on my observation while I'm looking at the jurors. My observation and what I was seeing. Okay. I'm gonna tell you. Somebody need to tell Miss Love remember what Adams talked about how she, doing certain things in front of the jury. She was off the chain today, y'all. She was really, really off the chain. And I hope you guys got a chance to see some of her facial expression and how she was looking at the jurors. I believe there's one particular juror in the front that she keeps eye contact with. And that juror, I just hope that juror's not bored off. I'm just giving you my opinion, y'all. Just hope that juror's not bored off. Good. Because he made a motion, like a movement to a body in regard to certain things she wrote. She was writing notes left and right, and did y'all see her face? Did you guys get a chance to see her face? Did y'all see? Did y'all? I mean, did you guys see her face, her body language, her movement, her like and making faces and like? I mean, it was just unprofessional. Y'all saw it? Okay, I thought I was the only one. Very unprofessional, and oh, it's the way she was looking at them. I don't know. This case here was it's very telling. It's very telling. I have some mixed feeling of the closing. I have some mixed feeling. I think defense did an excellent job. They did an excellent job. I believe now, Mr. Weinstein, I felt he knocked it out the box. He did it in such a short time frame, and he hit all points. You know, I like the fact where he hit the lyrics. Um, I like what Shard did in regards to the videos and stuff like that. But what got me is when Hylton came back and her explanation of those things, like even with the car situation, it was kind of like, did she really say that? Come on. Did she not see the car? She kept saying the car was behind and there was no I was like, Lord, it was, I don't know. Now, as far as what I think the juror's going to do, from my personal observation, I'm just giving you guys my personal observation. It's gonna be tough. And I'm being totally honest with you guys. Totally honest. It's gonna be tough. The reason why I say it's gonna be tough, because I saw some jurors sitting up when Hylton was playing that video a second time, y'all. When she played that video and she took the time playing that video and how she placed the timing, how she showed when they went back into the store and how they sat in the car and waited and waited and waited. And it's when drinks left, the cars follow right behind. I saw the jurors sit up and I saw them watching that. And I know it's a tactic that they use to, lure and to spell out a narrative. But I saw the reaction of the jurors to that. So yeah, they played the call, because remember, she played the video and then the call that they did during the time. Remember, she said they did a FaceTime call, and basically she was basically saying they know that FaceTime, they can't track a FaceTime conversation, so they did on FaceTime because it was, it was really, really telling. Yeah, Lynn, you understand what I'm saying by that. Now, y'all want me to be totally, totally honest, y'all? Y'all want me to be totally, factually honest? It's not two white women. Where y'all get that from, YouTuber? There's no two white women. YouTuber. That white woman is gone. She left. That white woman is gone. Remember, she moved? She moved. YouTuber, where'd she go? I was trying to see YouTuber. Where'd she go? YouTuber, wait, you heard me? It's not two women anymore, not two white women. I don't understand. No residual. Yeah, hey Dolly. They didn't do their job, you're right. No residue in the car, you're right. No ballistic. I'm sorry, I'm scratching my arm. Okay, sorry. All right. To be honest, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys from my observation, and um you're not gonna be mad at me if I tell y'all my honest opinion. You're not gonna be mad at me, right? And I want you guys to totally get your mind out of what you feel, because we know a lot, right? Because of everything we've been watching at this case and everything. But the jurors don't see everything that we see. They don't know everything that we know. Okay. Um, one of the things that she connected with them on is the gang stuff. The gang charge. The gang charge is what. Now, as far as the RICO, that's kind of like, but the gang stuff, the weapons charge. Remember the came and talk. The weapons charge, the murder. Okay, yeah, I don't think they really hit home with that. But the gang, the the habit now with Kendrick, now not with DeMonte, but with Shannon, because remember that particular gun, when they called Polka about that gun, and in the phone call they listened to, when she said something about that, basically the gun is clean. So remember, he's not supposed to be around guns as a convicted felon. Remember that? And I'm being totally honest with you guys. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I don't want to sugarcoat anything, but I'm telling you what I've seen based of how the jurors were reacting to certain things. So I don't want you guys to be like really upset about it. Was the gun John shoot? No, not the fact of it being any kind of shooting was done, but the point is he was around a gun. And when they played that phone call, that wired phone call, the tap wire phone call, basically she admitting that he had the gun, he was around that gun. and that gun was thrown out the car. The person's, they were flying, chasing it, and then they went and checked the gun. The gun belonged to her, and they was chasing him. So circumstantial evidence on that shows that. You get what I'm saying by that? Is 56 an alternate? No. 56 is the regular juror. 56 is the regular juror. And it's 3 black guys now, not just 2. 3 black guys. So when that white lady gone, one of the juror black guy is on it. YouTuber says people don't know why YouTube doesn't show my name. I tried to figure it out. It stopped showing last week. It's okay, Bella. Stop commenting on a juror. Why shouldn't I comment on a juror? I'm not giving their name. You can tell what the jurors are doing. Yeah, definitely, Kiki will be overturned with all the mess that has gone on wrong with that case. It will be overturned, but how long it's going to take to get to probably 2 years, right? Get to appeals court. That's a good thing about them. Theirs can be overturned. Was the jurors attentive to defense? Yes, they were. I'm trying to pick up your questions. The chain of custody expert. Okay, hold on. The chain of custody and expert testimony was discredited. I truly want to believe the jury's seen the changes in her antics and personality today. Were they taking note? Yes, they were taking lots of note. They were taking lots of note today. I found, okay, you found her irritating. Yeah. How much will that transcript be? How much will that transcript be is the issue. What transcript? You're not talking to me, right? Description of the juror are allowed. Their racial makeup is always made public. Oh, I wasn't talking about them. I was talking about them writing and who. Oh, you're talking about when I said well, black. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, a little more of that juror thing. I thought you were talking about me saying something about me saying something about them. Doug said the transcript for appeal will be 200,000. Yes, it costs a lot for transcript because I bought a transcript from Nesto's case, and I got one transcript just for the status hearing, and it wasn't even that long. That transcript was almost $500, y'all. Almost $500 for that, just that one. I'm serious. It's a lot of money. Those transcripts. Let me see if I could. I was gonna show it to you. Did they react? You said what was the juror's reaction? They were watching. They didn't do any facial reaction at all. The jurors did a stone face with them. We had to pay for a transcript recently, and it was $1,700. Yeah, those transcripts are expensive. The cheapest transcript is the one from the federal government because they cap it. They cap it at a certain amount of dollars. But What lawyers came back? Oh, Mr. Gardner came and Miss D. Williams was there today. Mr. Gardner came and they charged per page. Yes. The blogger. I responded to your message. I said yes, I could do the interview with you. I said yes. I responded, but I didn't hear anything back. All right, okay, yeah, let me put the link in. Tomorrow, court is at 9:30, so I said I was going to get on here and stay about a few more minutes with you guys. But yes, Hylton did get emotional. She cried with the mom in the hallway. And sometime, look, per in it, let me tell you, I paid $3 and some change per page. Let me see the transcript. Hold on a second. Let me see the company that I got the transcript from that time. And I could tell you what it cost me. It was a lot of money. There it is right here. Let's see what it is. I'm going to tell you how much it costs. Hold on a second. This is one of the transcripts that I got. And this one was $356. $356 for this one. Because it's the outside company. Let me just show y'all this one. $356. And it wasn't even a full transcript. It was a couple of minutes. Look at this. $356. And this is the company that did it for the state. Yeah, those things are expensive, y'all. Yep. You see how they say it says, Sylvia, your receipt is attached, and this is accounts receivable. It says COD invoice, send a copy, please send a copy of transcript. See? That's what they charge a lot for those transcripts. They charge a lot. Yeah, just email. They didn't even send me no paperwork. But the federal is not that bad, because I remember when I got Boosie's transcript, it was like $70. It wasn't that bad. That was federal. And there was a couple of pages of that one. Yes, she was crying. Yes, Rascal. Yes, she was crying with the mom. With Shrink's mom. You could tell the relationship with Drink's mom and them was a little bit different than Nut. You could tell Nut's mother has been around them for a while. And she cries at the drop of a dime. She cries all the time. I feel bad for them, really do. Oh, you said a mouthful. Astrology Mind said, isn't it funny how Caucasian men are fighting in court for black men while black women trying to lock them up? Ooh, ouch. Ouch. No, the jury did not see her crying. Nope. Because then that would have been out of order. Nope. The jury did not see her crying. This happened after, we got into the hallway. Yeah. The state didn't come across like they cared at all. Tomorrow we're gonna break down her actual statement on there. No, she is not pregnant, y'all. Stop it with that pregnancy. If she pregnant, that's the longest pregnancy I've ever seen. Because y'all been saying this since last year. Hey, Gerald.
Hey, Miss Sylvia.
Hi, honey.
I didn't even see your message until you said something, so I just saw it. Okay, we can do it after the trial if you want to.
Okay, we'll do it after.
Okay. Oh, Miss Sylvia, Lord, I don't know listen, this is so crazy. Okay, Miss Sylvia, you already know we cover trials all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
And what's so crazy is that I see the comments a lot of times in these chats, and I'd be like, these people don't really know about how criminal trials go. And I see a lot of people be like, where the evidence? Where the evidence? And they be forgetting about the circumstantial evidence. The circumstantial evidence is 9 times out of 10 what people get convicted off of. It don't even be the direct evidence. If I'm at my friend's house and we done had an altercation last week, and it may not say, for example, it don't show on the text messages that we made up, because people call and talk, see people in person.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend ends up dead. And when they start going to that scene and processing that scene and talking to witnesses and then going through his phone, they'll see, okay, Gerald had an argument with him a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
So let's go talk to Gerald. And based on what I tell them and what witnesses may have found out, or what he may have said, well, me and Gerald got into it, man, it's crazy. But that's the last time this person may have told some friends. So when they go talk to them, okay, everybody's saying Gerald, boom, let's get an affidavit, give it to a judge. We believe that Mr. Jackson committed this. And all you got to do is get in front of a jury and do what Miss Hylton did. Act like that, be passionate, show emotions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't need the physical evidence that I did it. I just have to convince you enough that you believe that I did it, based off me being the last person around, the last person they got into it with, all of the witnesses testifying that it was me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like this case should have been over with a long time ago, Miss Hylton, even with Judge Whitaker, because I say, why do she always ask or say the state is not trying to goad the defense into a mistrial? I feel like it doesn't matter if the state is doing something intentional or not. You should ask yourself, is what they did is a violation of the defendant's rights, whether it was intentional or not? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that a lot of these motions should have been granted a long time ago, but she never asked herself if what the state did, whether it was intentional or not, violated the defendant's rights. And you have a right to protect their rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Sharp and Doug did a fantastic job. But then when Hylton came back, I kind of started feeling uneasy because people don't understand circumstantial evidence. So when she's saying this is the evidence, she is saying this is the timeline. This shows that they could have done something.
Mm-hmm.
And my main worry is, I know we saw everything that was happening when the jury goes to the jury room, but what if they did not see what we saw? What if they really took their oath seriously and did not watch this trial and is only going off of what they heard? Now, I feel like that they family, they kids gonna be like, mama, man, they know the state ain't got nothing. I feel like people gonna talk. I feel like jurors still gonna sneak and watch stuff they may not share with people, that they doing it though. But I'm more concerned about these plea deals that, Marquavius Huey, Marquavius Nichols, Lil Rod and Thug took, I wonder if the jury gonna ask themselves, well, since they took a plea deal and they
Yes.
quote admitted it, why should we free y'all? Why should we send y'all home? And they, whether it doesn't matter why you getting out of jail, you got to read that plea deal, because that's what they gonna hold you to. They not gonna worry about if your mama's sick, if your daddy's sick. They ain't worried about none of that. They worried about when you sign this plea deal, this is what you got to testify to. Or your ass, excuse me, are you going up the road?
Yeah, yeah. And let me tell you something, that does play a role, even though people don't try to say, oh, the jury's not, it brings bias.
Mm-hmm.
It brings bias, because if you see, especially with knowing that Jeffrey, that's been all over the news.
Yeah.
That he has taken a plea deal. And
Right.
they're like, okay. Then you can also think of it the other way too, Gerald.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a juror that be like, okay, these two saying they didn't do it, and they standing on here. Maybe they didn't do it. Maybe it's the other ones did it, didn't do it. So it's another way to think of it like that way too.
Yeah, that's true. And I just, it's so hard because you never know what a juror is thinking. Like you never, and then when you say, and I love, like you said, my thing to watch during closing arguments is how the jury expressions and their facial expressions are. And the fact that they were looking at them like a judge would when they're giving arguments, stone faced, that just lets them know like they very, very serious about this, and I feel like that these guys were young, I
Give
feel like
chance. Come on, because now they're in the adulthood.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're perfect, because they did some I believe there was some mischievous things done, right?
Yeah.
But as far as like the murder, you have not proved it. So, you can't bring that person back. I'm just gonna say that. They're gone.
Yeah.
And people, and I'm not trying to be insensitive at all, but we all know we all got to leave this earth one day. Right. So if you're not really, really, really 100% concrete sure that it was these guys that have done it,
that's true.
Give these guys a chance. Let them live their life,
Yeah.
or give them a deal that they cannot give up, and just if they mess up later on, then go ahead and get them. But give them a chance. That's the way I feel.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's oof, man. The way the state went about this case and bringing it forth, I think it should have been thrown out a long time ago, and, I just, man, I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. Jameson said, whoa, they serious? No crap. These serious? Murder equals mischievous? No, I did not. You see how people miss?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah. Unless they had concrete proof that this person did this, like DNA, they have forensics and all that.
Especially with the Shannon, the drinks murder, that's some bull crap. That's some bull crap how they trying to pin that on him, man. Listen, it's so much reasonable doubt there. I mean, that whole situation right there is just really, it's really crazy.
Somebody said, if it was your brother, a nephew, wouldn't you want justice?
I mean, yeah, if you got the right people.
You got to get the right people now. Come on. We can't
you can't just find people guilty because somebody died. Like, no, that's not how the system works. Now, Miss Sylvia, another big problem that I feel like that kind of worried me. Okay, so Miss Hylton kind of brought it down to niggerology. You know what I'm saying? Like, she from Atlanta, it's Atlanta, and Black people really, really know what people be saying in rap lyrics. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But I think the problem comes in, it's not about you rapping. It's the fact that a lot of these rappers really, really do be, talking about stuff that they done did in their music. They really, really do. And, And then when you compare it, like what Miss Hylton did, you know, she was comparing the things they were saying and then the things that they found. Whereas, you know, I can rap, oh, I shot her down at the Super 8 motel on such and such date, and they go and find that, then, you know, that's like, well, that's not true. But in this situation, it's like, it's seemingly like they're finding stuff after these lyrics, or they're finding stuff that matches the lyrics. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And a lot of them do be capping, but it's like, you know, when you find stuff that's what you rapping about, that's not capping. You get what I'm saying? And that's even if it's not true, it still puts you in a bad place. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
To get out of. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's I don't know. It's, you know, I don't know. But that's how they get up. That's how they get a lot of these rappers, because, you know, it's a guy in my community that, you know, he rap about everything, robberies, all that stuff, and he gets caught, you know, in that, because like Hylton said, it's just a confession to a beat. And then they go and dig through the evidence and they find everything that he done rapped about. It's right here. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
So, I mean,
What happened to creative music where you just think of stuff and metaphors and not really reality?
that's what I'm saying. Like now in that situation, I mean, if they go and try to find something and they don't find nothing, then they can't use that. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just, you know, Hylton did what a prosecutor is supposed to do, but I feel like that these boys should be free because they really don't got no evidence. And I think the circumstantial shit should be thrown out. Excuse my language.
But you know what? The next set of group, I don't know about them.
Oh, the net set.
Ooh, child. Eppinger? Come on now.
Oh god.
Myrick? Myrick Eppinger?
Oh gosh.
Oh no, y'all.
Miss Sylvia, let me ask you a question for real, for real.
Mm.
What you really think? How you really feel? Because I feel like you ain't really told us how you really feeling after hearing Miss Hylton. Particularly, I just feel like something in my spirit just saying that after Miss Hylton's argument, your spirit just what's how you feel, Miss Sylvia?
I told you I'm gonna plead the fifth right now. I don't want to incriminate myself on anything. But I mean, and I think it's because I've been around it. I've listened to all sides. Been paying attention.
I feel you.
I know I need to just say it right.
Yeah.
I believe that some things were done.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as the murder itself, you could see some sort of connection.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You could see some sort of connection. And I can understand why they came to some of those conclusions of certain things and things like that, right?
Yeah.
But there's no concrete evidence to me.
Right.
Now there's stuff like the robberies,
Mm-hmm.
because remember some of the items that were stolen from different people's houses. You saw it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Diff- It was it was done.
Mm-hmm.
Who did it? You don't know,
Right.
but the crime was done.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I kind of think, well, also, like, for example, like I was saying to myself, when what's his name? When Atkins got up and he did his opening statement, I mean, he just went straight in and didn't thank the jury for their time, didn't say, you know, we apologize for holding you long, because a lot of their witnesses was really like just stupid. Like, why would you call somebody in here for them to just testify about their car car getting shot or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you calling all these crime scene technicians. You could have just got one crime scene technician and had them testify about all this stuff. I feel like the way the time has gone and how long it has taken, the jury is really mad at the state. One thing you did say was how Miss Love was just, couldn't control herself. And I just know the jury can't help but to see how she be throwing those temper tantrums, in the chairs, especially at moments when the defense is making good points. I'm sure they glance over at her to see how, her body language is. But I feel like, man, this trial, I don't know, this trial is just really, really crazy. And
I
I,
just, I just, you know what I pray, Gerald? I just
Mhm.
pray that lessons are learned, lives are changed, and people are doing for the better now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I believe God is a God of a second chance.
Yes, he is.
And so, if you repent and ask for forgiveness, I know there's consequences of certain things.
Hmm.
Some things may not, God may not, give you the consequences that you deserve, but I still believe in second chances.
I do as well. I do as well. And you know what? This is what I also wondered, Miss Sylvia, and I'm gonna let you go. I also wondered, like, when they talk about the rap lyrics, because I had seen somebody comment where they said if people use rap lyrics, as to charge people, then rap is done. And I agree with that, but people also can choose the lyrics that they use. And I wonder when Hylton brought up the fact that this murder was rapped about in 3 songs, do the jury say, hmm, Mr. Sharp and Mr. Steele and Doug talked about, using rap lyrics, but why are they talking about murders? Why are they talking about shootings? Why can't they use their lyrics to uplift people and reach out to the young community if they're such these good? And then I also felt like at moments, I mean, you're talking to a jury that's from Atlanta.
Mhm.
I feel like at moments, Mr. Sharp and some of the things that he was trying to explain about lyrics, like we know what certain words is. Like you ain't gonna sit up here in my face and try to gaslight me and make me feel like that, you know, we don't know what this is and it could mean anything. And I get the point because it's like you're only supposed to listen to what's being presented in court and stuff like that. But I just often think, do those things go through the juror's mind, as they're listening and stuff, and hearing arguments and stuff. So that
Yeah.
was, you know, mm,
Yeah. I was reading someone said if that's the case, we need to go to heavy metals music too. I agree. There's some craziness in heavy metals music.
we need a little bit more Jesus in the land. That's what we need.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So we can
But I
get
just pray the best for them. I pray that God will have mercy and they will um
yeah.
and then the thing is I need and that you still gotta think about the families, y'all. You still gotta think about the family. You still gotta think about, somebody mentioned if it was my nephew and stuff like that. You
Right.
still gotta think about those type of things because
Hmm.
you gotta
Yeah.
wait, but you want to get the right person.
Yeah. That's a fact.
You want to get the right person. You want to get the right group of people who did this.
Yeah.
Well,
Miss Sylvia, my prayer has been every day for these guys. And I really wish Jeffrey and them would have stayed through because I feel like that I feel like these young men are going to walk. I feel like part of me said that I feel like, Miss Hylton did a lot that really got them on her side. And I feel like, they're going to walk. But my prayer every day is that God, what happened in these situations. You know what these guys did. You know what they didn't do. You know how the state is coming at them if they did something. Is the state playing dirty because, these guys have a lot of money and they have to play dirty to show this jury that they really, really did this because, being fair, they wouldn't be able to show it, although they really, really did it. But, what happened and whatever whatever the verdict is, then I feel like you know you know What you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, I
Whatever the
agree.
Lord will be done.
I
But then
agree.
jurors get it wrong too. Jurors get it wrong. They wrongfully convict people every day.
But you know what I like? I like when Doug did that chart about the guilty part.
Oh yeah.
He did an excellent job with that. I just hope I just hope they listen to exactly what was there and not go with that made up story because you know her
Yeah.
argument is not evidence.
Mhm.
It's her
Mhm.
her putting this something together. But I just hope and I pray that they if there is a questioning in their mind about is it there's a hesitation
Yeah.
of don't it's a not guilty.
Right.
If you can't say concrete,
Mhm.
because you got to think of these lives that's going to be there for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Don't rush to just because you want to go home and make
Mhm.
a judgment.
Yeah. And I also said like in one point, like when Mr. Weinstein was making the point about Viverito and the altercation that would happen outside the courtroom with Kayla Bumpus. And I felt like Mr. Weinstein, I felt like that wasn't 403. I felt like that was really a good path to go down for the simple fact is that this woman sitting up here on this stand just saying anything. How we know she's not adding stuff on to what?
Because she's salty, right?
Yeah, cause she mad. Oh, cause she called me a hoe, and that's her husband allegedly. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add more stuff. You know how people like to add stuff on,
Mm.
or what have you. But yeah, you know, you're right. I definitely agree with you. Um, I think let's make a deal, Miss Sylvia. What you think? Okay, let
Oh
we. It's a playful deal. It's not okay. So
my God.
I think
I don't want to bet on nobody's life. I don't
no, we're
want to.
not gonna bet. No, 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 no. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We finna bet on the jury, right? So, um, Thursday is,
Oh, you
huh?
told me whether or not they're going to come with a verdict?
Yes. So
I think,
this is what
I think they're going to come with a verdict by Wednesday.
I think they're gonna come with a verdict by tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I'm
You
gonna tell
think?
you why. I'm gonna tell you why because Wednesday could be. I was thinking because tomorrow they come in at 11. She do the jury instructions. That's probably about an hour, unless they shorten the instructions down. And then Wednesday, they're gonna be ready to they're gonna be want to cook. They're gonna be want to go home, get their food for Thanksgiving, get their last minute stuff, and be ready to cook Wednesday night. So I think they might return a verdict tomorrow. What you think?
I say Wednesday, but
Say Wednesday.
you're right. You might be right. But I just don't want them to be rushing to judgment on that.
I think they're gonna go in there and already know because jurors don't have to really deliberate. They could go in there and say, okay, let's just do a quick vote. How many of y'all feel like they guilty? Raise your hand. How many feel like they're not? Whatever. And if you got people that's on different sides, then deliberate. What do you think? Go through the evidence. But I feel like that they just gonna go by what they seen day to day because it's been long. They ready to get back to normal life. These
Yeah,
people
you
are
know
lost.
what? Yeah, they have had enough of
Yeah,
evidence where they could see
they
what,
not about to go through all that stuff.
but they just got to get the understanding of. But if you don't see something and it's not fitting, no matter what the direction is, you're not going to.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Cause had it been me, I would have been in there like, listen, I ain't even got to go through it. I done seen it all. We've been sitting here not guilty. That's you know, hey,
Yeah.
so I hope jury 56 be the fourth
You might
person.
be right. You might be right. They might get it tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be late. I'm just thinking about the holiday, like, okay, the jury 56 already done said something. They ready to go home. Like, we can't be the only ones that has been dreading this trial, and we are just watching from home. I mean, keep getting up to go in the jury room, send all those hours with Glanville in the jury room after he said it's gonna be. I mean, that stuff is dreading. That I mean, you really grow leery of it, and it's like at this point, they probably wasn't even really paying attention. But they not about to go through over years. If I just don't believe them jurors about to do all that.
Okay, question for you. Here's a question for you, Virgil. Um, Juror 56.
Uh,
You think Jury 56 mind is already made up?
I don't know because if I can remember, he said that if it goes into next year, he was going to be biased on anything else, right? Isn't that what he said?
It would be against the state.
It would be
Mhm.
against the state. So being that they didn't go into next year, I mean, I would have thought he seems like he's unbiased for the fact that he said he would be biased against the state if it goes through, but I don't know. He might be the fourth person. He might.
I'm saying, do you think his decision's already made already? I'm
Yeah.
just asking.
Yeah. For the simple fact that he even had to come out or send a letter to the judge.
He sent a letter. This is not the first time he sent a letter. He sent a letter before to try to get. It was two other ones that was trying to get off the jury, and the
Oh,
judge denied them.
dang. I didn't know he sent a second letter.
It is a second letter because remember the judge said
In the
she
first
just
one.
thought she thought he was just trying to get off, and then so he said, I guess once he said something about being biased, that's when she addressed it.
Dang. You want me to tell you when I really felt like the jurors really wasn't watching this trial, like outside of the courtroom, is because seeing all of that stuff, and you remember when the judge got up there and she said she was going to ask them if they couldn't forget some of Woody's testimony. You remember that little part that they had where I believe she was coming on the trial and she was going through some of the evidence and she had asked them to raise their hand if they could not erase, I think it was just a part of his testimony.
Yeah.
If they would have raised their hand, if everybody would have raised their hands, that trial would have been a mistrial right then, just to get out of it. So I feel like that they wasn't watching the trial, because had I been a juror and I'm sneaking watching this trial and the judge asked me, I already know what she's about to ask me because I've been watching it. As soon as I get in the courtroom, the next day I'm raising my hand to get out this trial. You know what I'm saying? And so
That's true. I agree. But then remember when all the little I got in trouble for the nicknames and all that?
yeah.
And they said that they were watching, and well, family members, somebody told that particular juror that her situation was talked about on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And so how would that person know if the other
Right.
person have a conversation with that juror about it?
That's true too. And that was even BS, because people, journalists and news media outlets report on jurors all the time.
All the time.
They describe them, blonde hair. It's legitimately legal, and for the judge to even say for you that it's not nice. Okay, if it's not nice or not, this is my blog. I'm a journalist. I'm a blogger. I have a constitutional right to report on criminal trials, what's going on in the courtroom and on the jury. I mean, I didn't even like that, because I hope you got that organization that I had text you, so next time something like that happens.
Oh, I didn't get it. What you send me? Just text it to me.
Reporters Free Committee, the Reporters of the Free Committee Press, they help independent journalists, who, face problems like what you were facing. You know what I'm saying? Like they would have sent a demand. Huh?
Man, I should have contacted. Man, I didn't
It's
see it.
RCFP.
I didn't
Yeah.
see
Oh yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I'm interested in hearing, the jury instructions tomorrow. And yeah. So why Love ain't on the case no more? Like she's on the case, but she's not on the case. Like she ain't. I know.
she was interested in Jeffrey only.
uh,
Because this is like, okay, I'm here for it, but I'm not. This is not my passion right here.
That's crazy. I was just so shocked that that Fanny sent that. That's how that email was just for us to see and to throw shots at the judge too. When Fanny sent that email out talking about she proud of Love, but now you got her in the back seat.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, yeah. Well, Miss Sylvia, I really, really enjoyed you. I can't wait to talk to you after the trial.
Definitely. Are you gonna do ditties? I'm gonna do that one.
I'm thinking about going up there. You going up there?
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Oh, for real? Oh, if you going up there, yeah, most definitely.
We remember we said we're going to do something like that
Oh
together?
yeah, we did.
Make sure we could cover everything that,
What you think about this TD Jakes lawsuit? Did you catch that?
Yeah, I saw that. Do you think that's why he had a
I'm gonna tell you this. Because this is what I said on my show. You remember that attorney? I think his name is Tony Busby.
mhm,
That did a press conference, and he said that he had over 100 people that were ready to file a lawsuit against Diddy and a lot of A-listers and all these high-profile name of people. And he stated that, they had been in contact with them and basically telling them you either gonna settle or we're gonna, file a lawsuit and make this all public and people will see what y'all been doing. And I kind of thought about, I said, well, what if what if Jake's name is, in all of that, and they've called Jake's and told him what they have, and, he's really thinking about it or is weighing on him if he want to settle or if he want this to be public. And I think it's all catching up to him. Like it's really, really bothering him, you know.
mhm.
And because Jake's been preaching for a very long time. He's traveled to many countries for a very long time. He's traveled from one country straight to the pulpit at the Potter's house in Dallas. I mean, this man is a preacher. He's a preacher machine. He knows how to take care of his body as it relates to preaching. You get what I'm saying? And how to, close up his pores and the stuff that he needs to, get himself back together after he's preached a hard word. And I just don't believe an hour sermon, sent Jakes to have, an alleged stroke. I mean, I don't know. It may be stress though.
Yeah, he might be stressed. Because remember, he step down and his daughter was taking over?
Yeah, his daughter was taken over. Yep. And then Miss Sylvia, if
Mhm.
you listen to his prayer, it sounds like he was giving his own eulogy.
No.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I just saw
My God.
I saw a clipping. I didn't even see the whole thing.
The last part he said, and let him go in peace. And he dropped that mic, and it was like he was taking deep breaths, like he was taking his last breath, and he just kind of like his hands was like balling up and stuff like that. He was going into, seems like a stroke, but it was like he was praying his own eulogy. Yeah, Dee. That was crazy. I was like, I'm talking about Miss Sylvia. When you watch it and you hear when he say, and let him go in peace or let him rest or something along those lines, man, that mic dropped. I don't know.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. It's almost 12
crazy.
o'clock.
Love you, bye.
Love you too. Good night, everybody. Good night, my wonderful people. Good night, good night, good night, good night.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Minds in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Minds in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click